everybody. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all a lot. I thank y'all for helping me to make this. I thought this was going to be something that was going to be make-believe, but now it's really trying to form and morph into reality. And I appreciate you fans sticking with me. I appreciate you with the subscriptions. Remember, click that button. I need them subscriptions. Thank you for following me. But anyway, I think I was in a Walmart, and two young ladies walked up to me, and they said, "You're Nino." "What up, Mr. Nino?" 2 cents and 2 pennies. I said, "Yes, how you doing, young ladies? You're okay?" And they was strippers, or former strippers. So they asked me to do a few minutes of one of my podcasts on why the strippers and strip clubs get a bad rap. I'm going to say it again. Why do strippers and strip clubs get a bad rap? First of all, what is a typical stripper uniform? An unforgettable face, great body, where if that's BBL or natural, and sexy, sexy tattoos. Body ink exhibited everywhere. A stripper is beautiful. A stripper can have the body, as I said, BBL or natural. But man, there's something about them tattoos, like when them ladies have them, when they have their whole thigh covered, or they have a whole sleeve on one of their arms, or they have it on their shoulder. I even seen some little cute strippers had the top of their foot done, and it was cute. Very painful, but cute. But anyways, this is some of the stereotypes of why strip clubs and strippers get a bad rap. They say strip clubs promote sex and drugs and crime. The promotion of sex. Strippers don't promote sex. They promote a fantasy and sensuality. Listen, when you come in there and you're spending your money, this is a fantasy. I believe so many guys come in there, and the first thing they look, because these women are half clothed to no clothes on, or if you want me to break it down basic, half naked to naked, you automatically think sex gonna come into play. But that's not the plays they trying to present. Them women are there to fulfill your fantasy, and after they fulfill your fantasy, in return, they want the loot, they want the skrilla, they want the paper, they want the bag. And that's what they want. They are there strictly on business. They're not there. This is not no prostitution ring. This is not no prostitution at all. Just because they walking around adult dancing in a adult strip club doesn't mean that naturally you're finna have some sex when the night's in. This is straight business. So that's a bad rap they need to get out. If that's the case, if strippers were screwing every guy that they see, then what would be the basis of the emphasis of stripping? Because they don't have to go to the club for that. They can just call them on the phone, invite them over to their little old loft or wherever they stand, or go to their place where the guys at, or motel or whatever, and then just, have some fun. Pay to play. What is that word they use? Pay to play. Customers then, they wouldn't be getting to the bag. No, they are getting to the bag. The common hustling stripper or exotic dancer informs a customer when they're in the club socializing. As I said, she is just here to fulfill your illusions, to fulfill your fantasy. In return, she wants the money. Nothing more, nothing less. Lots of strippers, when you want to come to the drugs part, yeah, they do drugs. They smoke marijuana. And a lot of them do have indulged in excerpts. But think about it. Strippers, a lot of them work long hours. They're walking around on 4 to 6 inch heels. They really have to have agility. I would say even some strippers show a lot of athletic ability because to walk around the hours that they put in, some come in and put in a 10-hour show and they're dancing, doing lap dances, pole dancing, and then it's walking around on their heels. Plus, you got to realize most of them are full of X pills, marijuana, and the one thing I noticed about female strippers the time I was in there, and I'm going to give them their props on it. I'm not going to even diss them. Man, they can consume alcohol. The consumption of alcohol, female strippers intake in their body is second to none. I'm talking about they can drink like a fish. You cannot drink a stripper. I know I couldn't. I'm talking about, and they can drink and just keep going. I mean, can knock down big bottles of alcohol, where it's brown, crown, or where it's light tequila. Lots of strippers, especially the star strippers and the mainliners, that's the strippers that come in and have the clientele waiting on them and have the big nights. See, this is the strippers that rake in from anywhere a night from about $1,500 to $2,000 a night. They the big money strippers. They the ones that a lot of time have more beef with the other strippers because they come in late or they come in and they clientele are waiting on them while the other strippers have been already there earlier trying to shortstop and backdoor and get to the main liner strippers clientele, and they rejecting. So now the strippers that was there early are hot under the collar. Oh, they are hot. They beefing, ready to beef with the mainliners, ready to beef with the star strippers of the club. And the star strippers know who they is because, like I said, they go home with the big bag Monday through Saturday. Monday through Thursday, probably around $400-500. But you talking about Friday and Saturday, those strippers raking in, as I said, $1,500 to $2,000. Some of them raking in $2,500 a night. But strippers have bills, so that's what's up with them. Another bad night on strippers, that all the strip club owners are sleazy. Well, come on, man, think about it. Strip club owners ain't doing nothing, but ain't promoting, they whole get down is, it's called illegal pimping. What is it called? It ain't nothing but illegal pimping. My bad, not illegal pimping. I said that wrong. Let me rephrase that. I didn't mean that. It's legal pimping. I'm sorry. I get ahead of myself. Strip club owners aren't doing nothing but performing or exercising legal pimping. Think about it. You're the owner and you have 6, 10, 15 beautiful women, goddesses, sexy. I'm talking about with the body again, whether it's BBL or whether it's natural. Tatted up, pretty toes, pretty nails, walking around numerous hours from daytime to nighttime, half nude to totally nude. And whatever the profit that the strippers get from their clientele or whoever sitting out in the crowd and they, getting down with lap dances for them, or they just tipping the strippers, the owners get a percentage of that. The owners get payout. The owners get a purse of all of that. And I'm going to take it another level, even stronger, because I've seen it myself. The owners be knocking off half the strippers. Yes, I said it. They be knocking off half the strippers. And I ain't mean with my fist. I'm talking about having sexual intercourse with half the strippers. Think about it. All these beautiful ladies again, a lot of them, it's like this one king has a harem of young queens out there. So, you know, when women get together, no matter where it's strippers, no matter why it's secretaries, no matter where you're working at a warehouse, women love to catfight amongst each other. A woman's biggest competition is another woman. I just don't see how they cannot coexist together. But women refuse to get along with each other. Now, going back to the strip club phase, you got that one stripper that's all the other strippers thinking the sleazy owner is showing favoritism to. You know, she gets by or gets away with things that the other strippers don't get away. So, I would say 60, 70% of the time, when that's true, she is screwing the sleazy owner. They try to keep it on the down low, but she is screwing. But she's not the only one screwing, because the sleazy owner, remember, has all the power. He takes the money, well, he gets the payout from the money, and then he has the pick of the litter of the beautiful strippers, or who he wants to take on to his lair and take the bed. So I believe that's true too. They running a business where profit brings in money. Yeah, this is what I said. But are they as creepy as plastic surgeons or gynecologists? No, because see, this is what I'm trying to say. They not as creepy. See, plastic surgeons or gynecologists are gynecologists. Plastic surgeons or gynecologists are slick with theirs. Because think about a plastic surgeon finna give a woman breast implants. Okay, now we know how many plastic surgeons straight up sexual harass and grope, but they do it slick. Because they whole main get back is, well, I had to do this because I got to measure so I can put the implants in. But they getting feels, they're seeing women basically naked, and even the gynecologist. Remember, a gynecologist a lot of times has a woman that's laying on the table, nothing but a little robe around her. Then she unties it. The woman has to spread her leg because they're probably checking the woman ovaries for ovarian cancer, any other kind of cancer, but they all up inside of a woman talking about they checking, but they getting their jollies off by doing no weird shit, by getting equal feels and things like that. So, yeah, the sleazy owner can be somewhat, sleazy, but I would say the gynecologist and the plastic surgeon get away with it more, and they're more weirder because they doing it on a professional level, and that's what they trying to hide it behind. But they are just as sleazy, not all of them, but a lot of them are just as sleazy as that sleazy strip club owner. All strippers are broken. I'm going to say yes and no. The one thing strippers like to strip for, because they get quick, fast money. I mean, come on. Out here with how inflation is, and then a lot of minimum wage jobs, an uneducated stripper don't need no college degree. She don't even need a GED. She don't even need a diploma. She has, what her best work put forward, her best grade is when making them grades. It's her body and how to socialize with men who want to come in there and fulfill a fantasy of a beautiful woman that's, again, half clothed to half unclothed to totally unclothed. They love that fast money. That's why they come in there. And see, a lot of strippers have kids or single moms. They don't have time to go and work at a warehouse job and wait on a weekly check. Even if you going in there, you work 6 days at a strip club and you get $400 Monday through Thursday. Okay, that's $1,600 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then come the weekend, Friday and Saturday, you bring in $1,000 for each night. So that's $2,000. 16 times 2, that's $3,600 a week. You can pay your rent. They can feed their kids. They can pay for their daycare. If they got a car note, they can pay their car note. A lot of strippers just go and buy them a cash car. But it's a way of the uneducated, or I don't have to go through the technical part of trying to go to college. So I got to have this type of merit or this type of merit. I can just take what I got and what the good Lord done blessed me with. And if I done added on by plastic surgery or BBL and go in here and make a killing and go on and make money. I mean, you know, when it's on, strippers rake in the dough like ballers. They straight up have to get the monyon real quick. To get the monyon real quick. That is their whole MO. All strip club patrons are sex addicts. Really? So that goes back to saying, well then every strip, I look at that, well, it possibly could be, but then I look at it like this too. Then you can put that in the category then, okay, well soon, say me, a patron, walk in there, and I see this stripper, basically, I done been there 4 to 5, 6 hours, and she naked to half naked, I'm gonna end up sexing her. And that's not true, because it's business. But same thing is said about all patrons are sex addicts. No. You got a few categories. You got the married guy that has the family, you know, he loves his wife, but once you married, maybe the sex is getting boring. See, they all day, every day for life. They got kids. She ain't intending on going nowhere, and he ain't intending on going nowhere. So it's not no urgency for high, unadulterated sex no more. So now the married guy is getting a little sexual tension between him and his wife, because this is what I said, that's his wife. She ain't down to fulfill his fantasy, because she like, the reality is, I'm here with you, and we got kids. Now, we can have some sex, boring sex, and I'm not going to fulfill your fantasy. I've been living with you too long. We've been married 10, 11 years. Or we've been married 5 years. Whatever, how many years we've been married, we married. So, the married guy like, well, okay, let me go and see a hot, steaming, sexy stripper and, you know, get my little dollars together. Because us as men, we like to fantasize too and get my fantasy going. Or, again, let me get to the erotic illusions that I like to see. Then you have the lonely guy. Now, that's the lonely guy is the guy that basically probably stays up in the strip club. The lonely guy and the regular guy possibly stay in the strip club more than any of the strip club patrons that they're claimed that sex addicts. Because I just only think it's about a few of them, so that's why I'm just going to mention a few of them. But I think the lonely guy and the regular guy have similarities. See, the lonely guy don't have nobody. So, he just come in there, he'll blow a bag. Now, if anybody would come up in there and the wrong thing a guy can do or a patriot can come up there and do when they're dealing with the strip is checks feelings. I remember T-Pain had that song way back, I'm in love with a stripper. Okay, now, what's the odds that she gonna be in love with you? She in love with your money. I'm not saying that nobody such as a patron ain't never came in a strip club and ain't never took a stripper and ended up girlfriend, might even wiped up, because anything is possible. This is everyday life. This is the United States of America. This is the world. Anything is possible. But most of the time, strippers about their business. So saying that, they not gonna come in there and they not looking for no hub. They not looking for no boyfriend. They looking for that bag. See, they got somebody waiting at home who won't get up in their goodies, where it's a male or female. Because a lot of strippers, females, are bisexual. And another thing I wanted to say, I'm going to get back on the strippers when they use the stripping for fast money, and then I come back to the sexual addicts of the patrons. A lot of strippers are real, though. See, they in there getting that fast money because they're trying to go to college. They're really trying to have a career or something. Don't always look at them with this sexual, uneducated women that just trying to take care of their kids or something like that. You got strippers that get into the bag, getting them bands, and trying to put themselves through dental school, be a dental assistant, business school, business administration. See, they have a plan, but it's that fast money they need, and they figure working a little old 9 to 5 minimum wage, that takes too long. Sometimes you got to move with urgency. Sometimes those who hit the biggest lick move the quickest. So they'll take that money, go and try to put themselves through school, because that's what I'm trying to say. You see them one way when they at the strip club, but when they not around the strip club, a lot of these strippers are a whole different person. They are a professional woman. They are a lady that's going to school and trying to take care of their business. Now, back to these sexual addicts that I was saying. The lonely guy is the one that will go in there and try to catch feelings. Then you have the rock star. He's the one that probably was at the casino, then hit a big abundance of money, so he got big bank. Plus, he's a heavy drug user. So he's going to come in there, nose coked up, full of liquor, ready to blow money on everybody. Ready to blow money on every stripper. Ready to blow money till he found a stripper that is to his liking. Because see, he done went to the casino and probably hit maybe 8, 9, 10, 20,000. I'm just throwing enough out there. I'm not saying this. But anyway, the money he done hit at the casino, he looking at like, I'm finna go to the strip club and blow all this. So if I can go and just blow money and fulfill my fantasy, that's cool too. But now, as I was saying too, most of the strippers, they don't do nothing but keep his business. But then you got some grimy little slick strippers that will go home with you for the pay to play, for the money. And, they can, like I say, they'll pay to play. You can take them to the crib and y'all can mix it up in the bed, and it's a good thing. It's no problem. Long you got the money, they ain't got no problem. Not all strippers tend to business. You got strippers that tend to business, but then they down with the pay to play on the side, if you dig what I'm saying. Then there's the regular guy. See, he knows everybody in the club. He knows the owner. He knows the bar back who fixes the drink. He knows mostly all the strippers. You know, he's cool with them. He's in there on a constant basis. He's in there consistently all the time. I mean, he's there Tuesday night, Monday night, Thursday night. Of course, Friday and Saturday, he's the regular. He knows the DJ, you know, but he gonna spend money. But he be there so much, sometimes he might just come in there and sit on his pockets, and he's still treated with royalty because he's there so much and giving love to the strip club and the strippers that, you know, they not gonna trip on it. Now, he can't do this all the time or constantly because he might get a night or two if he's really been tipping big largely that, you know, he can come in there and sit on his hands or just chill, but still, it's not gonna be long because still, the name of the game is you come in here again. I'm going to fulfill your fantasy or your illusions, and I'm out for the bag or the money. That's the stripper, because not only does she have to take care of herself, remember, she got to pay the owner, which is called a tip out, and a lot of times strippers be teaming up together and they look out for each other. So if one hits a big lick, she gonna share the wealth with her friends. Then you have the pervert. And I'm gonna end it on the pervert. Now, this is real easy. This is the pervert. This is the weirdo. This is the one that's very unattractive. No way that these women don't want to deal with him. Even if he has the money, he knows that he don't have no game. He can't talk. He's unattractive. This is the guy that might come up in there with just some sweats on, no drawers on, you know, groping, want to feel all over the women. And that's one thing you can't do to strippers. You can't put your hands on them. If they give you a lap dance or whatever, you can't feel on them. Now, if they give you permission, but most of the time they won't because they are being watched by the bouncers. They are being watched a lot of times by the so-called sleazy owner, and they're being watched by the DJ. But then you got the pervert. And what's perfect to me, before I leave y'all, y'all remember the Players Club. The Players Club with Ice Cube. Y'all remember that? The Players Club. Okay. You remember that scene when the one pervert, he had the glasses on. He would always come up there and give a lot of money and tip out very heavy to Lisa's Ray character. I think that's Diamond. To Lisa Ray's character, Diamond. Remember? And he gave an enormous amount of money, you know. Crazy. But he was in love. But he was a pervert, you know. Had bifocals on, you know. Not that attractive of a dude, like a big old nerd. So, in him giving all that money, y'all remember the scene when he followed Lisa Ray home at her apartment, or he followed Diamond home, and she was scared? See, that's the pervert there. See, now, he was trying to get in that apartment, and he figured all the money that I gave her, I'm not taking no for an answer. Just imagine if he would have gotten that apartment and what he would have did to probably Diamond or Lisa Ray. This is your man Nino. Why do strippers or the strip club get a bad rap? I don't know, but it seems like that's what goes down. With another episode of 2 pennies, 2 cents, love.